What did I just watch?
Are you okay there, buddy? Huh? Really excited, huh? Seeing our guys just complete a 5-game winning streak and complete a 4-game road trip with all W's.
No. That's not it. Because with how much transition and turnover this Preds roster is going through right now, that looked like the Milwaukee Admirals to me.
Everybody's hands go up, way up, as the Nashville Predators on the back of UC Saros getting a 32-save performance, his second shutout of the season. The Preds defeat the New York Rangers in New York City on the grandest scale of them all, Madison Square Garden, Sunday night. During this 4-game road trip they just finished, no number 1 goalie for a couple of games. No problem. No number 2 defenseman. No problem. $16 million in offense not being in the lineup. No problem. These kids, along with a couple elders held over from seasons past, are playing as a team. This team, during this 4-game road trip they are just finishing up, has definitely been put through the ringer, either being without their number 1 goalie or with players coming in and out of the roster so that John Hines couldn't have a consistent roster. Well, now this team is really going to be tested because along with Matt Duchene, who continues to be out, Ryan Johansson has just been put into COVID protocol. Last game of this long 4-game road trip, second meeting between the Rangers and Preds this season, with the previous meeting back in Bridgestone, with the Rangers winning that one back in October 3-1. Neither one of these teams played Saturday, so they should be rested, but it takes a little while for both of these teams to get their foot under them and test both respective goalies. Preds sustained some solid pressure about 8 minutes into the first, with Carrier capping off a great chance on Georgiev, who is a net for the Rangers, but he shuts the door. Shortly after, a good back check by Colton Sissons prevents the Sabinajad from opening the scoring for the Rangers. Preds continuing some solid forecheck, solid pressure halfway through the first, and draw the first power play of the game, drawn by Yakov Trenin, who has been a workhorse for this Preds roster in the last handful of games. Preds get some good chances on that man advantage, but just can't open the scoring. Ellie Tovinen would then go off for hooking, and the Rangers' red-hot power play would go to work. And despite some speed and some solid chances, they can't convert either, and the first period concludes scoreless between these two teams. The Preds and the Rangers would not go another period with no scoring, as about a minute and a half into the second period, play behind the Rangers net behind Georgiev as Philip Forsberg takes the puck and stands just on the goal line to Georgiev's right and finds Philip Tomasino, who as soon as he gets the puck from Philip Forsberg, snaps it roof job over Georgiev. 1-0 Preds. We reach about halfway through the second period and the Rangers have cranked up the pressure, desperately trying to get the tying goal. Sabinajad gets the puck and tries to pass it cross ice, but Granlund blocks it as Mark Borieski, with one of his better defensive efforts in a game this season, falls back to try and clear space so Saros can see shots coming his way. Nearing the last quarter of the second period, and Roman Josi races back to break up what would have been a surefire chance for the Rangers to tie this game. Ellie Tovinen and then Luke Cunnin would have consecutive chances to try and expand the Preds' lead, but Georgiev stops them both, and an ensuing crowd of blue shirts comes back to try and deter any Preds player from getting into the head of Georgiev. Nearing 90 seconds left to go in the second period, probably the best Rangers scoring chance to that point in the game finds Panarin passing it out to the point to Trouba, but Saros robs him with the glove. Preds still lead the Rangers 1-0 after 40 minutes and are still managing to outshoot the Rangers 19-16 at this point in the game, but that is about to change in the third. Rangers have a great chance to tie the game 90 seconds into the third period, but they hit the crossbar behind Saros. Carrier would then get a great chance, such a close call to make it 2-0, but Georgiev robs him. Just over 3 minutes into the final frame, McCarron, who is dressed tonight in place of Johansson out for COVID protocol has a great chance after being set up by Roman Josi, but can't convert on the opportunity. Just under 5 minutes into the third period, Preds still trying to get that insurance marker, hungry to expand this lead because they know the Rangers are going to press. And Tolvanen gets set up, but he shoots the puck wide. 6 1/4 into the third, McCarron on a tripping penalty on Fox of the Rangers would give the Rangers their second and ultimately be their last opportunity on the power play to try and tie this game up. On the ensuing power play, you have Carrier blocking a shot by Adam Fox at the point, and then Saros robbing Strome of the Rangers not once but twice. First on a pad save to his left, and then on a glove save on him. As the penalty is about to expire, Ryan Strome has one last chance on a man advantage to try and score past Saros, but when you probably would think on a shot that he had it would go in, Saros gets it and deflects it to the side as we reach halfway through the third period. This game reaches the last quarter of the game, and you would think for only being a 1-0 game it would be a little boring, maybe a little sluggish, but it's got a lot of speed to it still, even though at this point now the Preds are trying to nurse home a 1-0 lead on the road, and the Rangers, who have won 8 of 9 coming into this one, are trying to tie it to try and keep their hot streak going. With 94 seconds left to go in regulation, a whistle, and the Rangers call a timeout, and Preds assistant coach Dan Heinut rallies the Preds defenders on the ice and tries to set up the right strategy to finalize this Preds road trip ending victory before they head home to Smashville for a game on Tuesday. The Preds would get a couple of good looks at the empty net to get that second goal, but can't get the puck into it. And fortunately though, the Preds also have a strong defensive zone effort that the Rangers can't penetrate. And despite outshooting the Preds 16-5 in that third period, UC Saros stays strong, making a 32 save shutout, his second of the season. Preds win the game 1-0. Just when I think this team might suffer a minor setback, and who would blame them with who they're playing without in the lineup, they find another gear and find another W. It's truly remarkable. They played against the 5th best team in the league coming into the night, the 5th best power play in the league coming into the night, and they had 2 power play opportunities against the Preds, killed them both, and now the Preds, yes, have won 5 in a row. Courtesy of Preds PR on Twitter for this stat, this is only the 2nd time in Preds franchise history that they have swept the greater New York area road trip, the first time being game 5, 6, and 7 of the 2006-2007 season. The Preds have now played a third of their season. They have 6 games left before the Christmas break, 3 at home and 3 on the road. And those games at home are not going to be easy. You've got Calgary on Tuesday, high-powered Colorado coming on Thursday, and then a week from Tuesday, you've got division rival Winnipeg. But personally, I'm looking forward to next Sunday when going on the road to face a team that loves to make fun of Nashville's banners. If anybody is up to the task of what these 6 games will present, it's these guys that wear gold. So that's it for this video. Thank you very much for watching. As always, click like if you like this video. Click subscribe if you really like it. You can find my social media by clicking on the channel name. Tell all your friends about Redemption. And friend of the channel, Ken Clark, had it right on Friday when he told me these Preds PFRs are much more fun to make when they're winning.